me I say, Marcus, the attention to focus on the US 500 because there's a good chance, say the US Tech no allow no opportunity for no entry, but we'll see. I don't get. I mean, a pretty much accumulation, you know. But the what me I say is the because of how the US 500 situated right now, me I anticipate that it gonna get a better entry. But we have to go with us wait and see. You just have to watch and see what you do. If the intention is to just continue to run higher, then there is no real opportunity to take. You're not gonna have anything for reference off it if you participate in the higher prices. So for example, also the market is looking to run higher, right? Yeah, also the market is looking to run higher. For the you know have two things to use. So you're supposed to have the Monday FEG alongside today's FEG for your chart. So what you can do is that if the market is to run higher, if you anticipate say the market go run higher, you can use the Monday FEG. But the thing is before you even get the opportunity to do that, you need to demonstrate to you say don't willing to go lower. So the main goal is not to look for follow the price going higher, but you see is to maintain a bias say you look for lower prices. So for example, if it's the case where the market continue to run higher for today, without don't show us without don't come back down and interact with the Monday FEG or to the FEG. I just one of them days where there is no trading opportunity. For example, cause say come down, you run on from here, so come down below the first FEG, tap back up into it, run down a little bit more, and then eventually run outside it and close. Then now you can look for participate in the long because it demonstrates you say you don't have one willingness to go lower. But as it is right now, either way you call it interact with the narrative we have say a lower price figure. So for we just have to just wait and see. Yeah, hear me now? Yeah, for we just have to wait and see if the market willing to go lower. If you don't willing to go lower and don't have no show no signature say yo the market don't want to go lower, then it just gonna be one of them days where we don't get no trade. Yeah, if you me keep in mind so one news that come 10 o'clock, so at 10 o'clock the narrative can completely change. So you can just have to just watch and see. Both. Yeah. Bias for today I want sell. Alright, so if you look on the US 500, if this candle here so break and close below it, then when I look for use the Monday FEG as one entry. See it if you look closely, the body I candle down close below it. So you're just still in a wait and see mode. And even if the market for just runway upon the US 500, you have to keep in mind so you can just use the US tech. So you never feel in a one panic whenever you see price or make a movement action. And I same thing for the US tech. US tech right now in the Monday FEG. So if it break and close below it, so if it break and close below it, you can look for get one entry. So right now, because of how the market set up, what me not tell you if you do, I set one limit order for the US 500 because the market more than likely go close below it. Alright, so it close below it, me set up my limit order for the sell. So if the market come back up now and trade into it, me go get triggered in for my entry. And I same thing for the US tech. So you know want to set up your sell now for the US tech. You set up your sell for the US tech. You know, yeah, rough, you know, bro. If you want to see how my computer move like say a toaster, bro. Like it's a try if you say. But it's a try. So this trigger me in, so me close out the one for the US 500 and now me just watch and see. So I'm gonna come out of full screen now. Come out of split screen, going to full screen. So the idea is now if this will run and close above here, so after closing below it and not run come down here, so for the sell, the bias go be say yo the narrative change. So you have two options. Either you look if it participate in the sell, in the buy to higher prices, and it can either be for the highs up here, so up here so when I be the target. It can either be for the highs up here, or so you can either target that the fee highs up here, so for the inverse, or you just say, all right, cool, you wait power other day, right? Now this run below this swing low here, so what you do? You hear me right now? So you mark it run below the swing low right here, so you put your stops in a break even, meaning say what you call it. Even if the market if you retrace, you're not supposed to retrace and come back up here, so put it right at the midpoint of here, so in the I'll put this in the drag this here, put it at the midpoint here, so the market run go below here, so close out. So there's a high probability so this a trader go be one failing trade. The idea is now me still in the trade here because none of the body them not close inside of here, so and it's still there in the lower quadrant of the FEG. But as I said before, there's a high probability that this a trader right here, so go be one failing trade. The reason why me decide to not close out the trade in a break even this time around is because of how today set up. Today is a double news day, one in the afternoon for FOMC and then one upcoming 10 o'clock. You don't want to, you can't be stingy with your stop loss for 9 days here because the market now gonna move perfect. you might just have fluctuation. Pretty much is what me I say. So that are the decision you have to make whenever you look for participate in the NDAs here. Which is why the mentor for the strategy what we use typically does always to say, yo, days like these, if you participate using lower leverage or you don't participate at all. So 10 o'clock news will come out. So this go really determine if you market you go use if you carry the market lower or you go run against the see there. I news that. Say use if you run price go lower, but unfortunately you gap up first, take you out of the trade, then run price go lower. So that are the risks you go when you look for trade on top of the news. For the US tech, you already for the US 500 you already hit the midpoint, so you can anticipate that this go eventually run to the midpoint. Funny enough, the for the US 500, you news and just make it hit it, the Guyana still in the trade. We stop us another day so. Or probably not wiki out, with spreads. Mm. If you pay attention, the body, there is no body at the candle. We're inside that, we're close above the FTG. So the buyer's sentiment are still more short. Yeah, I mean, I look for a entry. Can't stop screaming with a girl in Thailand. Yeah, I mean, I look for a entry. You still use them on the FEG. Now look on the price action. You see any you see one candle close above the midpoint, and you see now candle close above the midpoint of the Monday FEG, you terminate the trade. So at that time, main thing I look upon right now, you know, I look upon the fluctuation, you just look to see how is the market closing above the midpoint. Because if it close above the midpoint, it show you what willingness to you know want go lower. So what you do, you take a partial loss to that and call the day. Close the trade. Close the trade. Remember what I tell you. If any candle close above the midpoint height, you close the trade. So pretty much this is what happened on a news day. This is what happened on a news day. That's why we call if the most news related days you want to avoid it. Because for example, if you're gonna trade the US 500, you're supposed to still have semi screen, right? So to the US 500 here, so right now, you know use this FEG here as your entry. Right, so market come run down below it, close below it, come back up. But then I see screen. Yeah, see the US 500 screen. Hmm? Oh, they call. Uh, just because you know what other FEG. Three in the other one. Let me turn on the brightness of this. Let me turn on the brightness of this. Right, so you got the brightness to turn on. So as I said before, that's why for news days you tend to just avoid it altogether because you can either be up on the on side, like for what happened. Dip on the on side, like for what happened for US 5. Well, me not talking of it trading specifically into news, you know. Me not talk the makeup for the days. So remember, me not tell us for the 10 o'clock news, me did have speculations around it, but most of the time when I watch when I see it, it don't affect the market that much, and it normally help for running in one particular direction. Yeah, so that me not talk about. For today at the with the 10 o'clock news for the US 500. If you see how the market setup, actually help the US 500 to actually run to a target a lot quicker. But for the US tech instead, what you do one gap higher for purge buy side liquidity, and then eventually run lower, wick lower, and then consolidate into a steady run lower. So the whole idea is that the variables around it too out of sync to actually use if you trade. So it's like the best option for when me see moving forward is that it don't make no sense you work with something you can't really predict. Because just as well the market could gap higher or gap lower, you can't determine how much you go gap higher or lower. So might as well just avoid it. You when I feel comfortable, I sit in at the trade. So you feel from yeah. So for your trading personality, your peace of mind more important than the money. Cause you know, say yo, the next day or the day after the next day or any other eligible trading day, you go get one other entry. So that's that pretty much it come from. For days like this, whenever me preserve my peace of mind and everything, you see after me enter the trade here, so I normally just left me stop loss right there, close off everything, and go. play a game or something, so you don't want mash up my peace of mind and cause one fear mentality when I time for enter one other trade. Or me just close the trade and say, all right, cool. There's a high chance you go run to the target what we anticipate if you run to, but me not gonna be a part of the move there because I want to keep my peace of mind. In the afternoon, look, it's supposed to have 2 2 2 p.m.